Hey everyone, I'm Amanda with Sweet Pieces, and I have discovered a new technique that I wanted to share with all of you. So we have this cute little table. It's known as an East Lake table. We painted it with a custom color mix that we created using these three fabulous chalk paint colors: 2 parts pure white, 1 part lem lem, and 1 part duck egg, to create this pretty bluey, greeny, minty kind of a color, which you can actually see better on the table. So we did a couple coats of that as a base, and then we went ahead and did a wash of French linen over the top to just kind of give it another layer of dimension. But the wash ended up being a little bit, kind of haphazard, which is what we wanted. And the lovely gal who did it is having a hard time with it because she doesn't love the way it looks. So what do I tell all of you when you are frustrated with a project and you're not really sure what to do next? It just means that you need to take another step. So I thought, what can we do to this to just, do something else? So I said, why don't we just take the original color and we'll dry brush over this wash just to kind of even out its unevenness. So what I've done is I've dipped my favorite brush to do a dry brush, these 2-inch chip brush. I dipped it into a little bit of the paint. I kind of wipe off the edge because with a dry brush, you don't want to have a lot of paint on the brush. It's kind of a dry brush. And you can see here, this is another tip. See how my bristles are very separated? You don't see clumps. Like, this is what you don't want to see. You don't want to see that. See how the bristles are all stuck together? If you're doing a dry brush, you want them to kind of be separated. So I'm going to just brush it out on the side of my can. Okay, so again, see how they're nice and separated now? There's not a lot of paint on them. So that's where I want to start. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this, and I'm very lightly, I'm barely touching the surface, and I'm just going to brush over it. And I'm doing kind of like crosshatch pattern. I'm going every which way. I'm just lightly going on here. And do you see what that's doing? It's just it's just giving it another layer of dimension. I'm not adding another color. I'm using my base color, but I'm just adding another layer of texture or dimension. And now that I've really kind of worn off some of the paint on the brush, I'm gonna start going in a little bit harder with the bristles. And it's just kind of picking that up. And it's just, like I said, evening out that little bit of unevenness. So now I'm really, there's really hardly anything on my brush. So now I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna dip here. I'm gonna offload a little bit. Make sure that my bristles are a bit separated there. And I'll do it up here on this top so you can see it. And again, the same thing. I'm just gonna start with a little bit of cross hatching, kind of going in every which direction. It's picking up on the texture of my original brush strokes and the texture of the wash. And I'm just kind of feathering it on there. I'm not pushing my brush hard, and I'm just kind of going back and forth, back and forth. And really, it's just as easy as that. Once we're done with this third layer, this would be the third layer. So the original layer was my paint, my first paint coat. The second layer was my wash coat, and then the third layer being just a dry brush right on top of it. So once we're done with that, we'll seal it up with clear wax, and she'll be good to go. We'll top her with her marble, which is so beautiful, and she'll be out on the sales floor. Another quick video for you. If you want to come and visit us, we're in Huntington or Massapequa. Check out our website, sweetpieces.com. Scroll to the bottom, click on contact, and you'll see all of our details there. We hope to see you soon. We can't wait to meet you. Thanks for watching. Want to learn more? Subscribe now.